We are 2 weeks away from Stand and Deliver, and NXT is here. Welcome back to Fog Wrestling. It is the 19th of March 2024, and we're here to review this show. A show which we actually watched last night, but just didn't get around to reviewing it because there was bigger fish to fry, so to speak. Alright, NXT, it's pretty pish these days. I don't know. I wasn't really feeling this show. I mean, Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes, I enjoy, but I mean, it kicks off Roxanne Perez against Tatum Paxley, and Roxanne Perez is about 4 foot, and I think heels are midgets. It's almost hard to take them serious. That's just my opinion, though. So we have Roxanne Perez against Tatum Paxley. Roxanne Perez wins after about 5 minutes. Is there any real surprise here? No. But after the match, grabs a microphone, says she wants Ava to make the decision, give her the title she never lost. Out comes Lana Valkyrie, big brawl here. Paxley gets wiped out, and then Paxley gets her shoulder wiped out, and then the crossface was getting applied to her. Thought Chris Benoit had made a return. Something along those lines, but yeah, Noam Dar then he says, Lash Legend, you need to keep your focus during the main event, Scooby-Doo. She's like, I want to rip his clothes off. I want to rip his head off. I want to tear him apart. Okay. Reel that in, Lash Legend. Otis then says, I'm slightly jealous of Trick Williams. Lash then says, I want nothing to do with you, fat boy, and then leaves. Lyra Valkyrie is refusing to receive medical attention in the trainer's room. Lyra then tells Ava to make the match official. Stand up and deliver. This match that we want is stand and deliver. Josh Briggs comes out, bores us. He said, all the family's going to come out here and talk about how we damn near two blokes dancing through the table. Oh, the family. Yeah. Josh, I'm surprised you didn't enjoy my little title defense last week. I'll give you that. You're a steadfast. Hell, boy. Yo, you walk around with so much confidence. Hell, Billy. Then D-Jack comes out. You liken me to Samuel L. Jackson. Yo, do I look black? No, I'm white. I'm the wrong shade of white. Wrong shade of black. I thought it was actually a pretty... I think this was actually a pretty funny segment between these two. Huge standoff. We're going to get a fatal four-way or triple threat. I mean, probably. We then get a backstage promo between Sean Spears and Joe Gacy. Sean Spears says, and there it is in the purest form. Private always come before the fall. The downfall of a man and his ego is such a shame. And Joe Gacy's like, what is it? Alright, big man. We then have our second match, Exeum and Nathan Fraser taking on the No Quarter Catch Crew in at number one contenders qualifying. What, we frying up some mushrooms here? Not too sure, but Exeum and Nathan Fraser win, and I feel like with the tag divisions, right, across the board, we've just got like such an annoying trend of like these tag team tournaments, and it's on every show, and it is getting tiresome. But Exeum and Nathan Fraser win. Do you care, folks? Do you care? We then see a video for NXT Anonymous showing Von Wagner and Robert Stone argue with each other following with Stone's loss to Alexis King. Stone is livid that Wagner carried him out of the ring like a baby when he told him to stay in the back during the match. It was quite funny, not to say the least. Kelly Kincaid then doing an interview with the Wolf Dogs. Corbin says he's pissed he had to pay for dinner last night, but then enter the Alpha Academy. They want to become NXT Tag Champions. So, I mean, it just seems like a load of shite. It says that it's going to end courtesy of a spear in the end of days, but it's like, you guys are on the main roster. I'm actually sick of this rhetoric of where there's people on the main roster like, yeah, I've always wanted to be NXT champion. I mean, come on. It's even when Becky Lynch did it, it's like, no, I mean, you're beyond that. Like, if you're getting called up to the main roster, man, you shouldn't be back down in NXT. And that goes doubly for, like, Braun Breaker. Like, what are they doing with him? Like, yeah, this is a decent enough tag team with Corbin, yes, but this guy deserves to be, like, US or IC champ. Oh, but Gunther's man nipples, he needs to slap them around. See anyone that thinks Gunther's better than fucking Braun Breaker, you need your head looked at. Gunther's a big, lanky streak of pish. He looks like Gru for Despicable Me, and I've never really watched Despicable Me, man, but there you go, that's my thoughts on the supposed greatest guy in the world. Tell you what, Sol Ruco versus Brinley Reese up next. This is actually a good match. There was a spot where she did like a moonsault RKO maneuver, Sol Ruco. What a spot this was, man. The Snow Satcher, is it? Dale Blair Davenport then comes out after the match and hits her with the Kamagoye. But Solruku wins. I thought that spot, I can appreciate that, especially, for the women. You don't really tend to see that. Like Tiffany Stratton's really athletic, and this Solruku looks like almost like a hipster clone of Tiffany Stratton. But I thought this was a really good spot, man. Really, I thought it was a good spot. Not that I'm a spot monkey, but I thought it was good. We then see Gigi Dolan talking to Ren Sinclair in the locker room. She says what happened last week with Arana Grace was a stroke of bad luck. But you can be Miss NXT in training, says Arana Grace. So is that going to go? Who knows? Rich Holland then says his opportunity in NXT is not going the way he thought he would. He needs to be honest with himself, especially after losing to Sean Spears last week. Up next, we've got the family and Ilya Dragunov. Ilya, are you my ally? Dragunov. Thank you, my Don. It is an honor. I pledge my loyalty to the Tony D'Angelo family. The D'Angelo. But yeah, Lord agrees. Good promo here for Tony D. You can't really complain with it. Dragunov comes out. I'm so ready. Tony D to defeat Ilya Dragunov. The guy's had such a boring ass title reign. The NXT ratings are in the bin. I think it's about time, folks, that this guy went and decided to do something different, i.e. not on my television screen. I just don't like Dragunov, but I actually enjoyed this segment because Tony D is the man. Tia Hale offers Riley Osborne some encouragement for his big title match. Riley says he's glad that the old Tia is back, even though he never really knew the old Tia Hale, so a bit of a weird thing to say. Lola Fice says she's not impressed by Carmen Petrovic's karate training. It's just not up to scratch, man. Anyway, Drew Gulak taking on Riley Osborne for the WWE NXT Heritage Cup Championship. And what my problem is with this, right? It's just mince. You know why it's mince? Because having these round things, man, it just doesn't work for me. Sorry. Just does not work for me, man. In the slightest. Doesn't do anything for me. Don't really get why it happens, man. Why can't we just have a normal other championship? Adding these rounds in, man, it just feels cheap. I think if we're going to do rounds, may as well bring back the fucking Brawl for All, right? But at the end of the day, we've no brought the Brawl for All, that's for sure. But at the end of the day, this match is over relatively quick here. I'll say relatively quick. Drew Gulak wins 2-1. I just don't like it. He's still the NXT Heritage Cup champion, right? I just don't understand it, troops. I think we seriously need to sort ourselves out here in this regard. And I'll tell you what this regard is, because it's window shopper. It's fucking remember. There's a window shopper. Yeah, this fucking went by. Anyway, let's go on to Fallon Henry running into Brooks Jensen in the NXT parking lot. Fallon Henry is trying to help Brooks keep his spirits up. Brooks says he doesn't want to be here anymore. Everything is going great for Fallon. Brooks is going to get a shot at the North American title. Meanwhile, Brooks is left with nothing. He doesn't want to talk to Fallon right now. We see Kalana Jordan arrive and she wants a piece of Kiana James and Izzy Dave. Fallon tells Kalani that she'll have her back. Tia Hale and Duke Hudson barges into Ava's office. They say they have a match with Jasmine next week. Oh, Duke Hudson, could he have a NXT North American title match to stand deliver? He wins his match. Oh yeah, they have our fifth match. Got the Good Brothers taking on Hank Walker and Tank Ledger in a number one contenders qualifying match. Is it any surprise the Good Brothers win here, folks? No, absolutely not. Trick Williams has a backstage interview doing what he does best. Trick Williams, I see a star there. I do. But then it's time for our main event. We've got Trick Williams taking on Noam Dar. I'm just a window shopper. Good match. Trick Williams picks up the victory. Then Carmelo Hayes with a bunch of security guards come out, batter the fuck out of him. He stands over tall. Decent ending to the show, but NXT always delivers like with segments, but just a lot of matches I didn't care for, but the Sol Ruka spot, I did. So I'm going to give this show a solid 2 out of 10. That's solid these days.